Merrill, let me ask you, where do the ideas come from of the different art that you do? I mean, you, the people, is the people, you say people tell you what the,
Well, one of the greatest things we learned is that we would listen to our customers. Our customers would come and talk to us and say, "Oh, you guys should do a piece like this, or you should do a piece with this involved in it, or blah blah blah." And we'll take that and then we'll like develop a piece around. If we keep hearing the same thing over and over,
mhm,
then we're like, okay, cool, because they know what they want. They know what's not. Like I always tried to create pieces that were not on the market. I didn't want to do like other artists. Now other
okay,
artists copied me, but I never tried to follow them. Do you get what I'm
okay,
saying? So I always tried to do something that I didn't see before. Like perfect example, the bathroom piece, interlude, a time between
with
times.
the two people in the
Right,
bathtub,
right.
where did that come from?
That
Was
came
that a
from
suggestion from somebody or
no,
what?
no. That came from source, from God. Like I just knew. I saw an ad, I think, of a bathtub, but it wasn't a couple. It was just one lady, like Calgon or something. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I've never seen a romantic piece of a man and a woman of color in a bathtub together. So what I did is I shot them separately and together. Not in the bathtub. I set them up with suitcases, and I shot them. But I put them in the bathtub. It's like a puzzle piece.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had both of them when I do men and male and female images. I want the individual to stay individual, but still connected to the other person. So her head was tilted this way, his head was tilted that way. They had champagne glasses in their hands, like real shit. Like it was bubbles and everything.
No, but because you breaking down each aspect of the piece.
Right, because I'm
You
telling you where it
saying
came
her
from.
head was this way,
She was tilted this way, and his head was tilted that
as
way.
opposed to they both of their heads tilted the same way.
Right, because I wanted to show individuality, even though they were connected by her foot, and she put her foot over his heart
Okay,
from up under the water.
okay.
See what I'm saying?
So
Because I wanted to show them
her foot
connected.
was up out of the water.
Right.
I,
Yeah. It was
not
out
in
of the
the,
water.
I think I vaguely saw that piece,
Yeah.
but I didn't study that piece. I didn't really
Yeah.
look at that piece.
Yep. And I
You
did
know.
a trail of rose petals. Um, if you look at the piece, it goes from bottom to top. It's ascending.
Oh,
So
okay,
yeah, but it's in the tub and it's on the floor, and the floor
okay.
is marble.
And then her foot is out of the water, touching his
But you,
heart.
exactly, and all you see is their shapes in the water.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What is they face expressions?
you can't see them. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying because it's an aerial view.
Yeah,
So
cause yeah,
yeah,
the shot is looking down
exactly.
at them.
Right,
Like,
because I wanted to show the whole point of that piece was interlude, time between time, like you taking a minute to just get back to self, you know, taking a moment to relax after work, you know, because everybody works so hard.
right. And you, like you say, you put them two together
Exactly.
in that same time and space, relaxing.
hmm And all my ideas come from God. When I did the piece with the two kids on the books, there was nothing out like that in the in
And those kids is on a stack of books, not just a couple of them. It
exactly.
was quite a
I
few
wanted to do
books.
certain subjects. Like art is the first book. Then it's art, science, history, reading, math, all that stuff. But I wanted them to be exalted because there were no pieces out except for when we were little kids and we had the two praying pieces. That's
Yeah.
what inspired me to do that. Because I'm like, we don't have pieces of kids of color, black, Hispanic, or whatever,
Uh-huh.
that the children are exalted. So I wanted them to be on a pillar of books, reading a book, looking happy. And the light that's coming out the book and the light that's around them is the grace of God.
Wow,
Yeah. Yep.
that sounds like a piece that everybody must have in their house.
Well,
To
people
me,
love it.
particularly those that got children.
Right.
You know,
Schools buy them all the time.
I would think, yeah, it would be inspiration maybe to a young person to look at that image. Maybe, they might inspire to say, it's okay
You're right.
to read, you
That's
know?
what I wanted it to be like.
Mhm.
you're gonna find the truth and the light in the book. You know, if you want to hide something, you put it in the book.
Yeah, and we can kind of squash that if we can get folks to get in front of the book and
Right.
start
Especially
reading.
now with all this TV and stuff. But that was my purpose with those pieces, because I hadn't seen anything like that before, and that truly came from source. Like I was sitting up, like, okay, show me what I'm supposed to do. So I'll do little sketches and get some ideas, like do a bunch of different sketches, and then the one that I know I'm supposed to do, it comes real clear.
Wow.
It's like praying and meditating to receive the idea.
Okay. I seen a piece of yours where a lady is sitting with her legs crossed, and the sun or something
Oh, that's
is
God.
above. Okay, that's
That's not
God
the sun.
above her head.
360
I
degrees.
can't remember which way is she's.
She's in
Yeah,
meditation.
yeah,
pose.
like, but I can't say if her head was down.
Her head is up.
Okay.
Yeah, because you see her throat real good. The reason I made her blue, and I made her fit.
Yeah, but
Because
it was like little dots around her as
oh, that's just essence.
essence.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like God or being or whatever you want to call it. But the light is God, and it's funny because that piece, the original, has a little bitty dove in the middle of the light. A lot of people don't see it on the print.
And that's on the print.
Yeah, you can see it on the print, but I have to show it to you, like because
It's
it's
that
really
small.
yeah, it's like about this big on the print, but it's a dove, and I made it
Okay.
really inconspicuous on purpose, like for people who really like that piece, Mind, Body, and Soul. People either love it or they don't get it at all. There's no in between. There's no gray area with that one.
Hmm.
Yeah, and when people love it, they get it because it's 360 degrees of God's light hitting everywhere. And what's funny about that piece too?
Now you saying 360 degrees of God's light. Is those words anywhere near the picture? You
Because
described it.
I don't wanna.
Because
put
that's
it on a
helping it too
person.
much, right? That's
I want a
helping
person to
them
see what they see.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You ain't. Yeah. Don't guide them.
If they ask me, then I'll tell them.
Oh, okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Most people get it or they don't at all. There's no in between. It's funny because, and this is a true story. My ex, she was sick, and I had that piece like sitting off from like right across from the bed,
Okay.
and she was sick, and she had to stay in the bed for like 2 days, and the light from the window would hit that piece really strong, so it would pop.
Wow.
So she was sick, and I had to go and work and stuff, and I'd come back. And she said, I never really liked that piece before. She said, but these last 2 days, I sat there and looked at that piece, and it gave me strength and made me feel better.
Wow.
Isn't that deep? Because
Yeah.
it did its purpose. That's what I wanted people to see in it.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why I made her strong, like physically strong, because I wanted to show that she's mentally, physically, and spiritually strong. So,
Okay.
and I made her bald because I thought hair would take away from the piece. It'd be too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's part of why I like art, because like you say, the actual artist, his concept may be entirely different than what the
His
people
intention, yep.
see in it. But the different people, if you look, sometimes you can get inspiration. It could,
And it's okay.
yeah,
A lot of people don't understand, like, the artist might have his intention or her intention, but how people perceive it is based on their experiences in life.
hmm
They're going to see what they see. So I try not to direct that.
yeah, and that's great that you say that. Because it could be a message there. If it's spirit that came to you that made you help you to create that, maybe it was designed to help others. As that piece crossed their path of life.
Sometimes
Might
that's why
send a
they are
message.
unconscious.